So I'm here in front of the Devonshire Community Police Station, 11:23 p.m., July 25th, Thursday night. And the two addresses that my mom owns, and the fact that she has that severe mental disorder, so naturally she's being exploited, right? So I had that squatter occupation that the West Valley Police Department was enforcing so cruel. She ran out with excuse me. She ran out with the squatter let the dog out when we filed the first violation of the restraining order. The officers kept not cooperating, which was the thing. They never acknowledged the restraining order, and they lied about it. The officer Sortello there, the Sergeant Sortello, just like the sergeant over here. The two addresses have the same two features. Mom's always yelling, making false reports, and that squatter was always yelling, cussing at the dog, making life hell, and making false reports. That seems to be the common element. And then she kept saying, leave me alone. She wouldn't leave. She would complain, make criminal accusations to the police, but not leave intentionally. She was saying she couldn't get a mail. She was saying her stuff was being stolen. She was saying the door was hacked, was broken, and her stuff was being stolen. But then she wouldn't leave. And mom, 7 years, filing false reports, 911 calls, abusing 911, but she refuses to sign the listing agreement to leave. And in both cases, police stubbornly refused to help. They refused it. Just the other day, I have the latest thing. They kept saying they don't want to acknowledge she's been there 7 years. This is our first time here. We've been here before. We don't know. They don't want to acknowledge. They want to be stubborn and not cooperate and perpetuate a situation. And both addresses, in my mom's place, 7 years, in that other place that she also owns, 1.5 years. And then the thinking is that police are using the squatter as an instrument to win that house for the gang. She was a gang drug dealer and prostitute and wanted that house for a gang. By provoking me, using the police to get me to do something, because the police weren't helping. The scam is I would end up having to do something for which she would put me in jail, threaten to sue me, which is why she has those wounds. She's done that before in South Carolina. New Jersey and Florida. They kept saying they don't have the jurisdiction to look in there. So and then in this case, the after me, the inheritor is Anita. She's been abusing me now, and then they're cooperating with her. Sergeant Ritchie refusing to take the false report that she did to police, refusing to take the order, the report. And then my mom, 7 years, making false 911 calls, refusing to take that in order to take her to court so that make the judge stipulate she signed the listing agreement. In both cases, the police are facilitating either a scammer or a squatter or abuser abusing me in order to have something happen to me because I'm the beneficiary. You see, to get me out of the way. Since mom is crazy, she owns both properties, and I'm the beneficiary, they have me backed up in a corner, not budging intentionally to get something to happen so that they want that property. And we've been talking to people, the term is cheating, eminent domain, and forfeiture. The way police seize property, they seize drugs, they sell it, they seize prostitutes, they have sex with them. The way, and then criminals seize property. If you're wondering how criminal gangs have properties, businesses, they get it with the help of the police with these squatting scams. And then another point, that house that my mom has was previously owned by George Georgian, who was a World War II veteran, very honorable man. And he was my mom's boyfriend for like 40 years, and he gave her that house. So police should be aware. I have respect for the uniform because he was practically my dad, and I respect him. He was a World War II veteran. The sacrifice men and women in uniform have made for us, so that I have the freedom to talk now. I respect the uniform, and I want to restore honor and dignity to the uniform by revealing the corruption in there, so that that corruption will be removed from that stain from our law enforcement and our laws. Laws should not be used to help squatters, lawsuit abusers, drug dealers. Law should be used to protect us from crime, not perpetuate it, right? There's a camera there, I'm hoping they're listening to me. I don't know how else to get to them. I am in the surveillance camera, and I'm making public video. They back me up in a corner. I come up with some idea to have my voice heard. So, and then there's the Tennessee Valley Authority Act that Roosevelt put in place. He was making a hydroelectric plant, and then it was a covert way of him taking they got all that land with the excuse that making that, but then that's how, and this is how I'm told, I'm doing research trying to figure out why they're doing this. The way the laws are made, they covertly take property, but make it look like they're just following the law and they're doing everything okay. That's what makes me think why they're doing this, why at these two addresses that my mom owns, they've been helping the abuser and not budging a finger to help, not only not budging a help, but to help solve a problem, enforcing the problem intentionally. And then saying, we don't write the laws, we just enforce it, and it's a civil matter. So I want this to end up on TV for the investigators to look deep into it, look at all the people that they've done this to and all the methods they use, get to the bottom of it, and expose this corruption that exists in this building, in the other one, West Valley, in all of them, I guess, all across America. These laws, perhaps some places more than others, that use the police, and the laws are used to do harm as weapons, using false accusations, and then Sergeant Ritchie refusing to take the report of false accusations, trying to enforce the abuser's rights. The criminal in my house was drug dealing, he had Fourth Amendment right, but when I'm at Peter's house, Anita had made Netta lie to the police and say Peter's not there, and they come in without a warrant, and then because it's disguised as a wellness check, and then Sergeant Richard refusing to take that false report to police. And then also when Tanya and I were at Mom's place, when that squatter was threatening us with all those gang members, the loud gang music and gang members, my mom didn't let us in, and I was explaining to the officers we're there because we have restraining order against the squatter in the house. They were doing nothing. So the laws, the police, helping abusers, drug dealers, the inheritance fraud, my extended families doing Albert, Anita, and they spoke to the retired cop across the street from my house, Alan, and he was communicating with them, and not budging a finger to help me have Mom sign that listing agreement to go. And the conservatorship is hard because my extended family has it, and I have to take legal action to remove it from them. So it's good. I got it out my system. I said it. It's on public, and it's on their surveillance camera. Perhaps keep going till at some point some solution will reveal itself. I'm Zeke Matevosian. Thank you.